What's good, y'all? It's Coffee back with the news. We got some interesting news stories for y'all. And to kick things off, man, you see J. Cole hitting his first career three. I actually believe his first points, period, in this Canadian Elite Basketball League. His team, the Scarborough Shooting Stars, expansion team in this league. And, if you guys recall, just a year ago or so, Cole was playing in Africa. He only ended up playing 3 games for a team, the Patriots. I forget where exactly they were located at, but he only played like 3 games. He was with the team for a brief point in time. I can't recall who it was, but there was a player who did an interview in Slam magazine, and he was, I don't want to say bashing Cole or trying to make a whole thing of it, but he was just saying that some of the players felt Cole getting a shot in that league because of his celebrity status was unfair to other guys, who were grinding and had been taking basketball serious forever, that someone potentially loses a roster spot or an opportunity to Cole, like it wasn't fair. But in this Canadian league here, there's some current NBA guys that are on like a developmental contract plan. There's some former NBA guys, and a lot of his teammates are saying, yo, this dude does take things serious. He's a great teammate. He's very humble, very laid back dude. I mean, we always know, we see J. Cole riding his bike around town like a normal dude. Like, I don't know. I don't consider Cole the kind of guy, in my opinion, to be trying to flex his celebrity muscles, so to speak. I feel like Cole's always kind of downplayed his celebrity status and whatnot and just tries to be a regular dude, you know what I mean? But you see the different highlights. He had an assist, he had a basket. They ended up losing 89-80. When he hit that basket, though, I believe it was in like the third or fourth quarter, they erupted. Like, the arena erupted. They were turned the fuck up with anything Cole did when he entered the game. Anything, like, they were just loving it. Like, I think this is cool. I think this is potentially big for this league. Cole being there brings some more attention to the league and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is a great sport, and obviously the NBA is the main league everyone is gonna pay attention to or whatever. And we got some interesting NBA news coming up in just a moment. But I don't know. I think this is cool, man. Cole's 37 years old. He's working hard at basketball. But as far as his future with the Scarborough Shooting Stars, it seems they're going to save his roster spot, but he has a world tour coming up in like June. So he's going to have to miss some games. But I don't know, man. I'm going to be tuning in to catch the action when he gets out there. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Cole World out there balling. Then you guys remember Olivia from G Unit? She left the label back in like 2017. I mean, what was she on? Like the Candy Shop and some other tracks or whatever. She was on Fifth with them when they went on tour. I remember a lot of people being like, yo, damn, Olivia looks fly as hell in person. That caught the tour back then. What was that, like 05, 06, when Mace was running with G Unit? That was the thing, too, that a lot of my friends and people I chopped it with that went to that show said they were like, yo, Mace popped up and did Mo Money, Mo Problems. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people weren't really up on that Mace was running with G Unit. It kind of came out of nowhere. It's a shame it didn't really work out, man. Puff wanted too much to for Fifth to really get Mace on G Unit. So all we ever really got was a mixtape. But anyways, I guess Olivia's got a new project coming out called Under Pressure, and she's letting it be known her and Fifth got no problems. As in the past, she kind of said some things about him or whatever that like Fifth was pissed when she worked with Missy Elliott or something. I don't know, man. Like, it's a shame to me, I always say, with G Unit. I mean, don't get me wrong. They all kind of got their shine on to a degree. But it's like they could still be going strong all these years later. But like G Unit pretty much don't exist anymore. But we know Banks is still pushing on. Course of the Inevitable Part 2 coming out. I can't wait for that, man. I keep telling y'all, I want to see Banks sign with Griselda. I just think it fits. I think it makes sense. I don't know. Now, this is that wild NBA news that I was talking about that we were going to get to. Former LA Laker James Worthy it's like crazy, man. You know, he's been talking his ish a little bit about the current NBA product and players, you know, saying like all they do is want to tweet, get tattoos, and practice threes. They don't want to really go out there and get physical and, you know, play defense, etc., etc. As you know, but he's like a commentator now or whatever. But online right now, all the fans are going off, talking ish and basically saying like, yo, Worthy, you want to criticize these guys because, you know, this, like we saw in game 7, you know what I'm saying? The top seeded Phoenix Suns get blown the fuck out in game 7. It was mind blowing. That really was crazy to see. And Worthy's kind of speaking on stuff like that because this current playoffs is going to have the most 20 plus point losses in the playoffs, which kind of don't make sense, you know, because it's like, these are supposed to be the top teams. How are they blowing each other out like that, you know? But that's what he's saying, that these dudes aren't serious about their game and their craft. Well, listen to all the ish everyone's saying. They're talking about James Worthy saying this is hilarious because him and Magic used to run trains on cheerleaders during halftime. Damn, yo. I guess he got knocked with some hookers or something like that before. And also in the news, guys, comment and let me know if you've watched that show on HBO. I was just watching it again last night. I got a few more episodes to go. That A Winning Time, about the history of the Lakers. You know, Dr. Buzz, Magic's rookie season, Kareem, and everything. Like, I don't know. I think it's a great show, but Magic and some of the other players are not fond of this show. Someone else said James Worthy was buying all the pussy he could, and Magic Johnson was buying all the bussy he could. What a dynamic duo. What else we got? James Worthy. Oh, no, we already read that one. Yeah, and he shared the article. Lakers star James Worthy was arrested Thursday afternoon on 2 counts of solicitation of prostitution and was jailed hours before the team's game against the Rockets. So, I don't know, man. I guess they were all about the ladies. But that's what some people are saying. They're like, yo, Worthy's talking all this ish, but it's just a different time, you know? If he was playing now and Twitter was around, they're saying he'd probably be tweeting. He might have some tats, because never forget, man, like the league used to frown on tattoos. Remember when Iverson went off because on like some posters or whatever ish for magazines, they were airbrushing his tattoos off, you know? It was a different time. You know, they were saying certain things were considered taboo that aren't anymore. Someone else said, guess James Worthy thinks they're all James Unworthy. And yeah, because all they do is practice threes, lift weights, get tats, tweet, and go on social media. Someone else said James Worthy was busted in a prostitution sting during his time with the Lakers. Drug abuse was a major problem for the league when Worthy played. What else? James Worthy, modern players are entrepreneurs and socially conscious leaders that happen to have tattoos and shoot threes. So, I don't know, man. You see the fans reacting. What do you guys think? Is Worthy hating, or is Worthy not realizing that the times just changed? Or do you think Worthy has a point that the players currently today don't take the game as serious? Like, what do you guys think about it? But that's crazy, all that prostitution-ish and running through broads and shit. Like, they was wild back in the day, man. Remember Wilt Still? What'd he say? He was busting down like 10 different women a day. Set the world record according to Wilt Still. We know he set the record for 100 points in a game. All right, so moving along, man. This next story is a bit crazy. I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday. You know, we've been seeing all the drama going on with Kanye, Kim, Pete Davidson. Kanye's decapitating him in videos, going on and on about the divorce, and you know, Kim's not trying to let him be a father, etc. You know, let me know what y'all have been thinking about that whole situation. At times I've theorized that maybe this is a big reality show, you know, and they're all in on this ish. But Kim's been talking about how she's like apologizing to her family, you know, because of all the things that Ye said when they attacked, when he was attacking them, is what Kim's saying, you know, because if you guys recall back in 2020, Ye went on all these Twitter tirades talking about they were trying to force him in a mental health facility against his will. He called Ma Dukes Chris Jong-un and called her a white supremacist, and He talked during that political rally about that they should have gotten an abortion, or they was gonna get an abortion. Like, we know Ye can fly off the rails a little bit, and he's been extra emotional, but Kim is like saying, hey guys, like, I'm sorry this happened, and it'll never happen again. This statement, I'm not positive if this is an older one or a new one, but she says, as many of you know, Kanye has bipolar. Anyone who has this or has a loved one in their life who does knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand. I've never spoken publicly about how this affected us at home because I'm very protective of our children and Ye's rights to privacy when it comes to his health. But today I feel like I should comment, and it is because of the stigma and misconceptions about mental health. Those that understand mental illness or even compulsive behavior know that the family is powerless unless the member is a minor. People who are unaware of or far removed from this experience can be judgmental and not understand that the individual themselves have to engage in the process of getting help, no matter how hard family and friends try. So I don't know, man. This whole thing, all of this ish that played out for the world to see, kind of probably should have kept private. And to be quite honest with that, however you feel about this situation, I feel like Ye's the one that drew attention to this in the first place by going on those tweet rampages about the family and everything. I don't know, man. It's wild. But, she's just telling her family, like, I'm sorry. And, she spoke up about this. What do y'all think, man? Tap in, comment, let's talk. And then last up on the rundown, man, we got Boogie, you know what I'm saying, who's part of the Shady aftermath under that umbrella and everything. Comment and let me know if y'all fuck with his music or whatever, man. I think he's dope, but he just did No Jumper, and he talked about a lot of ish. The media's pumping it up big, like, yo, he wrote for Kendrick. It's like, yo, he co-wrote a song with Kendrick. They collabed in a sense, but it's not like he's writing Kendrick's bars for him. Come on, don't do that. We know Kendrick's one of the GOATs. But anyways, let me know if you caught the No Jumper interview. But something interesting that he talked about is how we know Eminem's a recluse. You know what I'm saying? He stays in the cut. He ain't active on social media. When he gets in the studio, he does his thing, and maybe he does a few interviews here and there, and that's about it. But he shared a story, and he was like, man, M might be mad at me, but I guess back during when the sickness jumped off and everybody was inside and everything, he seized the opportunity, to be masked up and go back to his old neighborhood and ride a bike around and, I don't know, just be a regular individual. It's kind of funny to me. Like, can y'all picture that? Eminem on a bicycle driving through Detroit or whatever, wherever exactly he's from. I don't know, we've seen people talk about, oh, M ain't really from around the way like that, etc., etc. I don't know, but I just thought that was funny. We're talking about Eminem was like, yo, I can go outside and be masked up. People might not realize it's Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But comment and let me know if you heard the interview, you heard him talk about it, your thoughts on all these stories. I really want to know what people think about this James Worthy-ish. But that's it for the news. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks again for watching. New viewers, don't forget to subscribe. It's J Coffee Talk, daily content, talking music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And, man, Cole balling, I don't know. I think it's cool. Some people are hating, but people are always going to hate,